So, the last video that came out on this channel, which was yesterday, was before the little break that I ended up having, because you might be able to tell from my voice a little bit, my nose is fully blocked, and I can't really speak too well, but I'm gonna give it a go, as welcome back to the Hartlepool career mode. As yes, it's getting there. It's getting there a little bit. There's been sickness, there's been bugs, there's been a hospital trip. As today we begin on the calendar. As yes, in the last episode, if you do remember fondly, we are going into a bit of a rough patch. And it's a patch that we've got to try and do well in. With Leyton Orient up first, a playoff team. Bradford, top of the league, which I will show you the gap in a minute. As I'm saying this, I haven't said the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, as we are on for 4.1k subscribers before the end of the year, which is absolutely amazing stuff. As after that it is Newport County, then it's the Cobblers in Northampton and Salford City to round today out with, which is going to have to be simulated. As we're definitely going to play the first game today, Leyton Orient. They are in 5th. I'm thinking Northampton, of course, because they're higher up, but it may all change in due time. Bradford's got to get played. Got to try and take points off them. And it's a make or break kind of stage in the season. So we've got to make sure we get that break. Or avoid the break. That's what I want to do. You want to kind of make it break, don't you? You kind of want to make it break and you kind of want to make it. So that's saying stupid. It's old stuff. As we're going to look at the team before we go into this first game against Orient. Was it home or away? It was at home. So we should have a little advantage in that. And the team might be tired for the next game up after this, which isn't a good thing, but it's what we've got to do. We've got to take it a game at a time. With Marinovic in goal to start off with, Hendry, Sean McLaughlin, Staunton, Francis Angolt and Ferguson, Houlihan, Featherstone and Valakari in the right-hand side of midfield, with James Norwood up front and Omar Bogle. You can see literally how long it's been since I last recorded, and Hartlepool in real life not too bad on form. So let's have a look what we can do against the O's. And let's see the away side right here. So it's Lawrence Vigouroux in goal. It's Tom James, Dan Happ, Alex Mitchell, Connor Wood and Darren Pratley at the back. Or it's actually in CDM with Cipriano and Riley just in front. Smith, Sotiriou and Theo Archibald on the left. I think he's been at every single club in existence, Theo Archibald, but we've got to try and beat his team right here. Not doing too bad under Kenny Jackett in real life, and of course in this save right here, as that's a good touch from them. Smith, they're going to look to try and get straight on the front foot. It's them on the edge of the box. Riley into Soriento and a big save from Marinovic. It's actually Leyton Orient with the first attack, as it's a corner ball resulting so. And Theo Archibald's going to pass this out. Sotiriou had a bit of a gap right there. Mitchell blocked by the leg of Staunton and still not away, but we should get this away. Bit of a rocky start right there, but we'll just have to roll with it as Hendry looks to go over the top. Can't really get it over the top as well, but Archibald gets it straight into Luke Hendry as I see Bogle making a good darting run, but stupidly couldn't force it to him, as that's a good ball around the corner though. Valakari running forward, and our first shot of the game results in us going 1-0 up. It's a great finish from Valakari, who's literally just, well, everyone's just morphing through that little board right there. Look, they're walking straight through it again. But the number 7, it's just a superb finish, a superb run more than anything. Just straight onto the end of that and just blasted into that top corner. We take no prisoners early on. There's 20 minutes in, or almost. They had all the possession to start off with, but we're getting some, as that's a great run from them though. And Marinovic makes his second big save of the game. So you can see they're not out of it. We need to be a little bit more comfortable in that aspect, as that's a good corner routine. It's a good job. I think it was Nicky Featherstone or Valakari again got the block in as we send one of their players to the trash bin. What a terrible tackle that was, as Norwood keeping the ball still as well, and again gets sent as Francis Angolt on the right hand side, down the wing to Hendry now, into Valakari. Norwood making the run around. Can we get that back out wide? It's a good little move this, building our way up the field calmly into the box, hoofed away, and Bogle with the ball right here as well, as he's going to put one to the side. Valakari onto Hendry, Going to just drop this backwards to try and go forwards again. Norwood, that's a good ball out wide. Hendry right. Can we find a cross? That should be a decent one. And is, if we would have made the bloody run. But still, we try and battle for a second goal before the break. Omar Bogle. Tucked down right there. That could be a yellow card for the captain. And it is for Pratley, as Featherstone has the ball right here. It's a good turn from the old man. And force a corner at the end of this first half. Crowd definitely behind this, as Houlihan's going to whip it in to nothing. But Francis Angle to pick up on it. Featherstone plays a 1-2 with the centre-back, who I wasn't going to shoot with, so we'll give that into McLaughlin, into Norwood, now onto Featherstone again, and offside. As really, I'm waiting on the half-time whistle to go, as Hendry whips another ball in, though, and Bogle makes it 2! We've got another one, and of course, it's the, I'd say main man, but James Norwood's been on form in the last episode, but it's Bogle again, the favourite, the chosen man, goes and gets himself another. It's a great crossing from Luke Hendry again, though, who's turning into more of an assister than Ferguson on the other side. And just a tap beats Lawrence Figueroa in the goal. So at the break, it is actually 2-0 that we have. And yeah, very good going. We've got to keep this up into the second half. The cushion has come, but it's never going to stay there. And the second half, been a bit quiet at the start of it, but I'll take that as it stands. As Hendry, though, has a run down this wing. I think Bogle was, well, I don't think. I know Bogle was offside, so I didn't bother crossing that. As we're going to go with Valakari inside anyway, into Featherstone. This is good passing, and it's definitely offside right there as well. Say it's 2-0. It's been relatively quiet of action this game. Just a couple of snapshots as Staunton gets in the way right there. He's going to have to be on his A game for the next one against Bradford, his old home, as Houlihan with a pass into Ferguson. This could be a good move. Bogle back to Ferguson, the wing back flooding forward, and we've got Norwood in the middle as free as a bird. That's a good ball in. Scorpion kick. James Norwood lights this game up by himself. Well, apart from the cross as well from the wing back, which is obviously working this formation. And James Norwood has produced one of the best goals of this save. Does it beat Ola Molas against Mansfield? Possibly. What a goal. But you can't help but blame the keeper a bit. And when they're like that, they don't really stand a chance, in my opinion, as Molyneux off the bench running forward. Still hasn't signed a new contract, this guy, I don't think, because that's a ball into the wing-back. Hendry actually trying to get involved a little bit there, but unlucky for him. There's Riley on the ball right here, into Kemp, into Sotiriou, as these are going to try and build a chance right here. There's just 2 minutes left of this, as that's a decent ball in, and it's the side netting for Dirian. I thought that was actually a goal back for them, but no, Marinovic has actually been up for his clean sheet this game. He's done ever so well in the goal, and he gets it. A 3-0 win over the playoff chasing Leyton Orient. Well, I say chasing, they're already quite high up in the playoffs, so it's a big win for us as we carry on our form, hopefully, into Bradford. As the gap between us and Leyton Orient now goes to 13 points, but the gap between us and Bradford is still at 7. So if we're going to get any chance of winning the league, we must win this game, and our team is going to be slightly tired for it. And do we go out and attack them? Because Molyneux's more fit than Featherstone. I think I'm just going to hold out on it though. So the same team, it's just won 3-0 in a very convincing performance. I don't want to drop to the Harrogate performance the game before though. This is a big one. It's the biggest game of the season by far. Hartlepool against Bradford. Can we do it again? And the Bradford City team that are dominating this league is Jesse Gironan in goal. Oscar Threscheld? Don't know how you say that. Keskes, O'Connor and Folds. Moiser, Watsonogo and Gilead, with Cook supporting Martel. So let's try and win this. We've got the home advantage. It's a midweek game. It's under the floodlights at Victoria Park. So let's try out and get this win as Featherstone into Valakari. Valakari, can we fizz that across? We do. Straight into Omar Bogle. Our striker's definitely capable of causing some problems as Hendry on the overlap again. Can we try and find Bogle like he did the last game? Not a bad ball! And the keeper's had to save it very well. So we're going to get a corner to start this game off. Not bad from us at all. Just drop back right there. Norwood off of his man. Almost something. It's going to fall down to Rhys Staunton. Rhys Staunton to keep this alive into Conor McLaughlin. As he turns, it's into Staunton. It's into Bogle. Still keeping it. Now on to Valakari. Can we still keep it a little bit? We can. This is good play. Ferguson into Norwood. Over the top. Valakari with the toe poke. And what a start to this game. First to every single ball. And we've got it with the finish player. I've said it every time, but what a finish from the finish. That is a great one. Norwood going for the acrobatics. And it's just blasted in. We beat them to everything. We did very well. Absolutely perfect from us. As now Ferguson on to Featherstone. Can we just keep this up? If we could get another goal before, what, half an hour? How good would that be? Even the halfway mark as McLaughlin with the ball into Norwood right here. Hendry is miles off. They've gone to snap James Norwood there. That's a bit of dirty tactics. As I think Valakari might just be off. But he made a good run as the ball. No, it's still on. And Norwood heading it at goal, but of course never had enough power on it, that one. As our shot at trying to open up this league a bit is working magnificently so far, but still, simulated games to come and a lot longer to play in this game as I'm trying to focus on defending and just repeating myself as we eventually did get rid of the ball. And Bogle going to look for one over the top right there, which I think he should get on. Is it Norwood? No, it's Houlihan. Takes a touch, crosses it in. Norwood with the shot and Orient with a save. Now that should have gone in. Nothing coming from the corner in that move as they look to try and counter a little bit right there. Headed away easily as Luke Hendry's going to run this down the line now. And can he just fizz that in the middle? He can. Norwood looking for Bogle. It had pace on that pass as well. Trying to force the defender into a mistake but didn't make any as Cook gives it into Watt. Tried to get an interception. Haven't done so, but still keep it. Valakari onto Norwood. As Norwood tries to switch one across. Headed down. What a header from Houlihan! And it's got to be too soon quick. Norwood has a blast. And I'm not having a blast because we're missing so many chances. From them two moves, it should easily be 2-0. But still, we go on as Featherstone into the goal scorer. He takes his chances, Valakari. But this occasion, he's lost the ball onto Martel. Now who tries to play a 1-2, but Francis on goal eagerly on it as Valakari goes to whip one over the top straight away for Norwood, who's not going to get there. Was a bit of an ask, that one, as Valakari knocks it down into Featherstone. Now into Valakari again. He goes for a shot straight at Keskes, the defender. I'm saying everything about not being happy, but at the moment we'll have the lead at the halfway mark, although can we get more? Norwood switching a ball into the box and Bogle, please get that. That was a perfect opportunity, but I am kind of disappointed despite us beating top spot 1-0 at the break at home because we had to have made more of those chances. They haven't had many themselves. I don't think they've had any chances, but if they get that one and it goes in, it will destroy me. So we've got to try and make sure that isn't a possibility as, caught on the ball, Valakari, apart from his goal, he's giving it away a little bit too much in this game as Cook across Martial. This is a good move from Bradford. Good tackle though, Staunton against his former club, but still haven't managed to get rid of the ball. Sonogo into Martial. And that's what's going to come in this second half. You can't expect the 7-point clear top of the division side team to just go a game without having shots. They're going to come out kicking and screaming at us in this second half. So we've got to make sure we keep on doing what we're doing, but actually finishing some chances as Valakari into Norwood. Ball around the corner into Bogle. Can he return it? He cannot. But still we go on as a ball out to Isa right here. Martial, that's a good run on. And Sonogo has missed one of the biggest chances of the game so far. I'm going to take Valakari off though, because it came from him losing the ball right there, and he's not had the best of days. Yes, I am saying that about my goal scorer, but it's a number 7 for a number 10 as that. I think that was a bit of a rough tackle. I think he got more legs than the actual ball to start off with there, but referee sees otherwise as Nicky Featherstone gets this ball from a tap down. Houlihan tries to get on it right there. Still not cleared though, and they're going to come at us again. Staunton, good job he's in front of his man because everyone else on this field's not doing too well at the moment as Molyneux can't even keep the ball at his feet. The whole reason I put him on the field as, can we get that? Yes we do. Conor McLaughlin into Featherstone, into Norwood, and that's a very, very good cutout from them. That could be a chance. Featherstone getting stuck in though, and Ferguson actually getting away with this ball. We haven't done much in this second half in terms of shooting as well, so let's try and make a chance right here. Molyneux had Norwood kind of through, but I'm not going to risk it. Out to Hendry. Full power on that cross going into Bogle. Just not getting there again though. I've been saying that a lot in this second half as, oh dear, Isa Isa's dragged it across the field. It's Gabriel Martinelli, not Martinelli, it's Martial who gets an easy goal, and it has been coming. Bradford level the game up with 14 minutes to go, and it's our mistake. Easy for them. Way too easy for them. It's gone in. Marinovic, no chance, and we've bottled the game. Now we've got to try and go out for something at the end of this. So let's try and do it straight away, shall we? Norwood into Molyneux. Molyneux fizzes one straight out to Ogle right here, who's going to try and run at them a bit. Can we fit a ball through that gap? No, we can't. So we're going to keep on going. And that is a very bad tackle. That's a horrific tackle. Who is that who's made that? I don't have a clue, but that needs to go in the book for the referees to notice as... Oh, of course we bottled that free kick. Pretty poor option, actually, to be fair, as oh dear. Oh dear, Sonogo. No, oh dear. Martial's over this side, and Martial puts it over the bar. That could have been us losing the game right there. We've played this second half on a tightrope, as that was a big miss for City. The Bantams, as if we don't get this win right here, I still don't have faith, even though we're not losing here, that we can chase them, even though we're in a hard little patch after this game anyway, as Ferguson whips one in. This could be something. Norwood not facing the right way, as the last chance of the game is probably going to go their way right here. We've got 2 added minutes, as Watts, the man yellow card, gives the ball right there, and that was a chance. Not enough power on it, as Bradford dominated that second half, and if we would have just took 1 or 2 more chances in that first, we would have got the 3 points. But it's a 1-1 draw with Bradford at home, undefeated against top of the league. But unfortunately, they will stay top of the league for a lot longer than we would have hoped. And to be fair, I don't see it changing how we played that second half. Can't help but feel a little bit let down as the gap stays at 7 points. Mansfield's gap's 5. And Northampton's is 8 as we play Newport County, who are still in the playoffs. But so many points. They're 15 points off us. So I'd kind of say playoffs are kind of confirmed, biting my tongue a little bit there though, because I always say it, but anything can happen, as this is going to be simulated. 6th position, same team, although a little bit tired. We can rotate for Northampton anyway. I say that not lightly, as we'll simulate this. They've got 5 at the back like us, and it's another draw. Bogle with the goal, Bennett, Valakari and Haynes with the goal for them late on. At least we can say we were scoring. I think my voice glitched a little bit when I said that, as the gap's still at 7. Bradford drawing as well, so if we would have beat them and won that game, the gap would have been, what, 3 points? Possibly, as that's just disappointing me even more now. I won't think about that. I'll think about the 8-point gap we have on Northampton, who are in the playoffs. Even Mansfield, we've got 6 points on, who are 3rd, and 3rd still gets you automatics. But the big thing right here is the gap can be even more. We play Northampton right here. So we've got players out on international duty. Right, that's fair, isn't it? It's a good job we've got good replacements for the positions they're in, as we don't have another goalkeeper though. Lawler's going to go to the bench. I'll check the academy before this. And Valakari for Molyneux. That will put Smith right there. Sorry, Kamari, you're just not making the grudge, as there's 2 changes. Mitchell and Molyneux into the team. All the M's. As I'll check the academy right here and see if we do have that keeper that I'm thinking about. If not, we'll go straight in. We don't. I'm imagining things, as hopefully I'm imagining 3 points right here. And that comes true. And Northampton's team, Liam Roberts, Aaron McGowan, Fraser Horsfall, Sid Nelson, Joseph Mills and Sam Hoskins. I'm guessing that's not a 5. Yes, it isn't. It's 4-4-2 with McWilliams, Lewis and Connolly, Camber and Danny Rose up front for the Cobblers. So let's see how this one goes. Even if we do lose this, I wouldn't say we're completely out of anything. We're not in the panic zone, but it wouldn't be ideal, them getting a couple more points to chase us down and Mansfield getting some. As Camber with a pass right there to Rose. And I'd say if we do win this, playoffs, or automatic should I say, basically more or less confirmed. I mean, even the player, or the what they're called, I can't even focus. I'm having a shot right there and we're almost scoring, but I'm thinking about the playoffs almost being confirmed. I've got to get my head in this game. Almost in right there as Hoskins whips the ball over the top for them though, and Mitchell back in the starting 11. He made a couple of mistakes that got him benched for Marinovic when he came in, but overall, he probably hasn't done that bad. We're still second in the league with him, so do trust my backup keeper as Norwood going for a switch right there onto Bogle. Intercepted straight away, and now we're chasing the game. Camber with a ball back. Lewis going to blast it straight over the top. Easy header back into the keeper again. As we look to try and get more comfortable in this league, it's now Hendry. Hendry into Norwood. Norwood down the wing to Molyneux as Molyneux whips a ball in there. Bogle! Oh, he peeled off so well. But Roberts with an amazing save right there. Got to applaud the keeper for that, as Bogle still keeps it alive though after his move onto Molyneux. Molyneux goes round the corner into Luke Hendry, whipped in again, straight at the head of Joseph Mills, so it's going to be a corner ball off the Aussie, whipped in towards Bogle again, but somehow it's another corner, so we'll take that. Molyneux, Norwood's turn. And that is another corner actually, so I don't know why I'm leaning back. Let's keep forward. Molyneux to cross it in again. Norwood trying to get underneath it. Francis on goal, always the man on the edge of the box, as Nicky Featherstone goes for a blast. Fortunately not worked for the small man right there though, but we'll keep on going. Violating him a bit there with the sizes. Now McGowan with the ball. That's a good cross, you know. Featherstone actually getting up high and winning a header after I said that. And blocking the shot as we can't get the ball away. But it's going to fall to him again. Into Molyneux. All three midfielders linking up. And all three midfielders that started at this club are playing in this game. Shows that we're doing well in the league without the side-ins. As we've got a ball out to Luke Hendry right here. Can we whip one in? We do. Straight off Nelson though, and a corner ball again for us as we're going to whip this near post. Bogle making the run and putting it over. So there's a bit more action in this game compared to the others, and can't get that ball over the top, Bogle, but we're still going to chase it down. We just didn't get there again, but now Hoskins into Rose. Rose onto Kambamba again, who I think I've been saying the name wrong of all along. That's great, as they've got another run down the line right here. Hoskins whipping one to the edge of the box this time. Lewis putting it down on a plate for McWilliams. We just can't get any blocks in right here. Chasing shadows a bit. McWilliams round the corner. Kambara and Mitchell. Big save. Big save. I did not read, excuse me again, any of that. It wouldn't be an MWS video without a burp, as Molyneux away at the front post. Get out, boys. Make sure we don't give them a chance, as Hoskins has to give it back into Connolly. Lewis, come on, referee. We'll have that half-time whistle as they've sent us right there in the middle. Camber with another chance, and that time it's off the post. As we're lucky they don't get the corner. 0-0 with the Cobblers. And I've got to say, it's been quite even, but as just shown, they've had the better of the chances. And McWilliams with the ball right here as he fizzes one forward into Kambamba to start this second half. Fourth player to watch, apparently Rose. I think Kambamba's been the better of the strikers, as Mitchell with his first mistake of the game. Not a great clearance onto Rose, and Kambamba with a blast. As surprised we handballed the ball right there with Francis on goal, but we get away with it. Terrible tackle into the back of us right there, which isn't even giving us an advantage, but we're going to try and take advantage of their defenders being up the field. Hendry whipping a ball in. Bogle with the free header. Roberts clutching at it, and it's across the goal from Houlihan. How much closer do you want to get? No one to tap it in as well, as that seems to have livened the game up a bit. It's Lewis into Kambamba. Kambamba looking over the top straight to Connolly. He heads one down into Mills. Mills in our box, you know, pulls one back. Featherstone doing most of the defensive duties today. I'm liking how he's actually filling in as like a fourth centre-back, even though we've already got three. So we've got a tackling right there with McLaughlin, who isn't even a centre-back himself. Norwood picking up on it. Over the top to Bogle as well, as we look to get away from the defender. He's left for dead. It's Omar Bogle. His near post is showing. But it's saved again, as this game has got a lot more lively in this second half. The number 15 hitting the goalkeeper, as it's going to be another corner. Houlihan whipping it in. Man flying at the front post, not getting there. Still the ball comes back to us, and Molyneux trying to be fancy. Not the time nor place though, as now Lewis drops one back into McWilliams. Lewis on the ball again, and that's a great tackle from Rhys Staunton. I think he was the player throwing his body at that header, trying to get himself, I think, a first Hartlepool goal. I mean, he hasn't scored many, as that's a good little gap that Norwood's found himself in, but I think it was actually Houlihan. The gap did get seized in the end by the goalkeeper, as we've got 15 or just over 15 minutes to go. As Ferguson has the ball right here into Smith, who's come off the bench for this last 10 minutes, and I don't want another 0-0 to end the episode out like Harrogate. That was shameful a week ago. Well, a week ago for me. It's now they've got a bit of a gap right here, and Pinnock, I mean, I didn't want it to be 1-0 to them, and I don't want it still to be, even though I've said that. I mean, for us, we need to try and grab this goal to try and liven our position in the league up and get our fans really excited for promotion if it's going to happen, as Bogle finds Hendry right there. We've got men running into the box. Hendry over the top was perfect for Houlihan, but just didn't reach him, as Smith keeping it alive. Straight onto Molyneux right here with a long blast. And it was on target for that top corner, just blocked in the end. As 2 added minutes to the 1 apparently, as Houlihan gets this ball. Doesn't get a chance to blast it, but Molyneux does. And the last game played in the episode is a 0-0 with Northampton. I mean, it's not the worst. We just didn't have to get beat. But winning that would have made us fans so excited. And sometimes you've just got to think of that moment. As I've got a youth player unsettled. Sorry, mate, but I'm focusing on the team a little bit more as it stands, as the gap is still 7 points with Bradford. They're not going to get let down anytime soon, I don't think. But again, they've drawn when we've drawn. If we would have been winning, we would have been catching them up easily. As here we are for Salford, 16th. In the famous words of Nepenthes. And we're going to go again. Do we go for the same team? No, I think I have to put the old boys back in. We drew that game, not win it. So, Marinovic and Valakari step back in. Valakari scoring against Bradford as well. He has to come back in, as we'll see what can happen here. 16th place. We're at home. It's got another draw all written all over it with the simulated game. But still, please, boys, try and get the win, as they actually do. It's a 3-2 one as well. Bogle and Nye, Norwood, Shepherd and Bogle with the brace, in which looks like a very exciting game, which they did very well in. More possession and more chances. And after that, as you can see, like I've been saying, that win's done as well in catching Bradford up. And of course, the gap over Northampton now 10 points, as Bradford would have been, it would have been like 1 point gap if we would have not drawn 2 of them games today. But, you know, the way the cookie crumbles, there's a plan in it somewhere, as we've got 6 games to make 5 points up, and them to keep on dropping them, which they're actually doing at the moment. So, it's Forest Green, Port Vale, Rochdale, Swindon, Scunthorpe, and Colchester, which aren't the most difficult of games, all of them. We've got to make the most of, as thank you guys for watching, which might be the penultimate. If I can fit all them games in and we don't drop into the playoffs, I might do that tomorrow to make up for lost time. But thank you all for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel with a notification bell on as well if you've missed the channel. And of course, if you want to see more of this content. As thank you guys for staying tuned and for still watching the videos even when we haven't been here. Well, I say we, when I haven't been here. And yes, thank you so much. Follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.